What is going on, gorgeous human beings? This is David Lyon, founder of Evolving Man. So what I want to talk about in this video is what an embodied creator needs to understand in order to feel deeply alive and connected inside of himself, and at the same time be able to express his power and truth into the world, be able to create the things he wants to create and have the impact that he's here for. So there's a concept that actually Hollywood screenwriters and by now many marketers use, which is called the hero's two journeys. And the hero's two journeys basically explains that in any movie, let's take any Hollywood movie that you will notice that the main character undergoes two journeys at the same time. One is more like the outer quest of winning against some evil antagonist, or saving the world, or getting the love of another character. But at the same time, he's going to go through an inner process of transforming some kind of belief about himself, overcoming a fear, overcoming doubts, whatever it is. And the richness of, or like the excitement of these movies comes from the fact that there are two journeys happening simultaneously. Now, this is exactly what we do as embodied creators. We understand that we are both on a process of deepening our connection to ourselves, deepening our understanding of who we are and what we want and what feels good for us and what doesn't feel good for us. So all the inner work. But then at the same time, we're also on the path of creating a world, a life around us that feels deeply fulfilling. And so what I see is that certain communities focus more on one of these and then other communities on the other. But what I see very little is like a deep integration of these two journeys we're all on at the same time. Now, for me, life only really started becoming exciting when I saw that I was on these two journeys, and I started to understand how deeply intertwined they actually are. Because if you follow some kind of goal that you have in your life, like whatever it is, I want to be rich, I want to I want to reach the top of Mount Everest, I want to create a business, I want to find the love of my life, whatever it is, and it's not connected to the inner journey, most probably you're going to reach that goal, but not feel fulfilled at all, because it is not actually an expression of who you are. Now, on the other side, which was more me for a very long time, if you're only on the inner journey, if you're only constantly like processing the stuff that the fears that come up and the emotional wounds and so on, at some point for me it became a bit dull. It's like, yeah, I mean, I can do that. I can keep on going through emotional process after emotional process, and it's never going to end. But life got way more exciting for me when I realized, wait, I can actually start to express the things that I process internally into my external world. And suddenly what happens is that the inner process and the outer process start to become mirrors of each other, okay? And the magic, if you want, of being able to operate on both of these is becoming flexible and adaptable to the situation of what is needed. Because sometimes it very well is needed that you slow down, you start feeling fully what's going on inside of you. You see, oh, okay, I'm operating right now out of a deep fear. Well, probably if I'm going to keep on do that, I'm not going to get where I want to be. So then it's great to see that. You can be with that fear until you feel there's enough space so you don't act from that fear. The fear might not go away, but you're not identified with it. But then you start taking action again. You do something in the outer world, right? And so if I'm constantly only in this inner thing, I never get the reflection from the outside that things actually change. And so it's like a very one-dimensional thing. It only stays inside of me. And so once I start actually expressing it and start seeing, okay, sometimes it's good to go through emotional processes, and sometimes it's just about taking action. It's just about stepping into the discomfort, realizing this is never going to go away. There's never going to be this moment where suddenly everything aligns and I just flow through life without any resistance and everything feels perfectly aligned. Like, in my experience, in my perspective, that's not going to happen. Right? If we keep on waiting for that, we're never going to feel empowered to actually change our outer lives. Now, of course, and I've been there as well, like constantly taking action and like working all the time really hard and not slowing down and being like, oh, what place am I acting out of right now? Am I acting from a place of, fuck, I'll never be there, I have to work harder? And then I realize, oh, okay, probably if I stay identified with that place, I'll never get anywhere else. I'll keep on recreating the same thing. Okay, so you see, like we can all get stuck in the inner work or the outer work, and the magic is becoming adaptable in the situation to see, okay, what is needed right now. And sometimes more of the inner stuff will be needed, and sometimes more of the outer stuff. And so you can just look in your own life. What do you feel more uncomfortable with? Like, is it easier for you to just be by yourself and just sit in silence and just feel whatever is going on? Or does it feel easier for you to go out into the world and to connect with people and to create projects and to put yourself out there? And you can ask yourself, okay, where are my behaviors like an authentic expression of, yeah, this is needed in this moment, and where is it just a pattern that is not actually moving me forward? And so for me, the best sign that something is not really working is if there is over a longer period no change in your life. If like the emotions stay completely the same, or your outer life stays completely the same and there's no movement anymore. So then you can ask yourself, okay, am I just following a pattern right now? Could I try out something else? And so this is where, many of the people that I work with that come more from I just do the inner work, start feeling more empowered when they realize that a big part of life is just trying things out and just doing experiments and just learning from the experiment. And it might be that you fail miserably, but you're gonna feel more empowered if you fail miserably, but you did it rather than you were sitting in front of a problem and tried to think yourself through, because in most cases that's not actually going to help you. Okay, so you see, I could talk about this forever because it really excites me, and I feel really happy that this is becoming more clear, that this is what I'm working with people. If you resonate with this, I'm currently opening place for 2 more people to work with me on a one-on-one journey to bring these 2 pieces together, to bring your power and your sensitivity into your alignment, into your unique alignment, so that you can connect this deep inner work and the richness of your inner life with actually being able to create the life on the outside that you want and having the impact that you seek to have. So if that resonates with you, send me a message. I'm currently in conversation with people who are interested in this. And let me know in the comments if this resonates with you, if you have any questions, if there's any particular point you would like me to talk about, any challenges that you have. And yeah, let's keep this conversation going. This is very, very, very fulfilling, rich, and exciting for me. All right, sending you much love. As always, with evolving men and embodied creators, you're seen, you're loved, you're appreciated. Keep evolving, and I'll talk to you very soon.